Acting FEMA Director David Richardson uh, alarmed FEMA workers yesterday, Monday, at a meeting. He said he didn't know the United States had a hurricane season. What? Well, this guy doesn't know that there's a hurricane season every year, and it starts usually right around the 1st of June. Now, we have hurricanes in this country every year. We had several very bad ones that ripped through Florida, Georgia, and North Carolina last year. Um, it happens yearly. If you're paying even some attention, you've had to have heard about hurricanes. We've had several major ones that, people still talk about. They still talk about the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina or some of the other ones from Florida. But this guy says he doesn't know. Well, FEMA, for its part, said that it was a joke, that it's not going to affect their preparedness to handle hurricanes. They're ready to go. But are they? Makes you wonder. Uh, Donald Trump, for his part, has been wanting to get rid of FEMA. He wants to kick it back to the states. He wants to let the states handle their own disaster relief. But what would that look like, especially if the area where all of the state's resources are housed gets hit by a hurricane or a tornado or whatever? And they say it's not going to affect their preparedness, but isn't that ultimately up to Donald Trump? Donald Trump, earlier just this year, took weeks to approve disaster relief for several states that had tornadoes and flooding, etc., go through. He drug his feet. Well, I think he's doing it on purpose. Now, did he put this guy in charge on purpose? Somebody who has no disaster relief training, somebody who doesn't know about hurricane season? Maybe. I mean, Donald Trump typically only wants yes men in those positions because they'll say whatever he wants, and then he thinks it makes him look good, like makes him look tough, etc. But it doesn't. It makes him look dumb. But he doesn't realize that because he's too stupid to realize it. But he doing this on purpose to sabotage FEMA so when the disaster effort doesn't go through as it should, he's going to try to blame Joe Biden, try to blame Democrats or whoever, and say, well, it's not up to me, so this just proves we got to send it back to the states. It doesn't work. Joe Biden broke it. I could see him doing that. I mean, he's already kind of saying that with FEMA anyway. He says it doesn't work as well as it did under his first term. And instead of saying, well, I was the genius, I had it humming during my first term, I can fix it again, he just throws his hands up, says it's too far broken, we got to send it to the states. It's ridiculous. I think he put this guy in there specifically to do damage, and that's what he's doing. Hopefully, FEMA is prepared. I guess we'll have to see when the time comes. But come on, we do have a hurricane season.